Braulio Colón has one, and it is a big picture question, and we don't want the answer of where we should be. The question is for some straight talk as to where we are now. And Joe, I want you to chime in as well, because we talk about this a lot on Morning Joe in terms of whether or not we're competitive.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Is today's high school diploma guaranteeing that our graduates will be able to compete in our economy? Is it a guarantee that they're ready?
Al Sharpton, let me ask you that. Is a high school diploma enough?
No, not yet. I think that it should be. That's why I think all of these things, data testing, they should be the basement, not the ceiling of where people start and how we get them to where the diploma, by the time they get it, makes them competitive. As we are in this particular point in American history, rewriting of No Child Left Behind or redoing it at our National Action Network convention, which MSNBC is going to be a part of, we're going to be exploring it. How do you deal with the whole approach? How do you get the community-based organizations in? How do you have competitive public education that really works where the environment changes and the child knows he has to feel that he's fulfilling great expectations no matter where he starts?
And we do an extraordinary job, Mika, in colleges and post-grad schools. K through 12, though, we've got to make sure that when they graduate that our kids are at least as competitive with kids across the world. In India, in South Korea, we've got to figure out how we compare. We haven't done as good a job as that lately.
And right now there's a movement to get the national standards together so that we as a nation define what it means to be a high school graduate in this country and what kind of abilities you
something
have.
That
we have a lot of kids who go to our city colleges who need remedial work, even though they have a New York City high school diploma. So a diploma, the piece of paper, isn't everything, and we are not doing anywhere near as good a job as we should be doing. Having said that, number one, a diploma is terribly important. You can't get a job in our sanitation department unless you have a high school diploma or a GED. We are raising the standards for police and fire, for everybody else. We want the best and the brightest working for our city because that's the only ways they're going to provide the services the public wants. It is also true that if you don't have that diploma, you really are shut out, and then you start this cycle down of not having the dignity of a job and being self-sufficient, and that's why society really we're all in this together.